how do I deal with it?
How do you constantly not worry about something?
So what do we call this?
So why are we born?
Is it an issue?
Consider two situations. My house help calls me in the morning and tells me she's not reporting to work today because her mother is not well. I get upset, I cut the phone and I say my day is ruined. My whole timetable has gone for a toss because I have to do so many other things before I go to my workplace. Consider the second situation. Me and my spouse are having a cup of tea at home and my house help is working at home in close vicinity, and we are sharing some trivial gossip information of some neighbor, and right in the middle my house help says, "ती तर तशीच आहे, ती बाई अशीच आहे." I was aghast. I said, from where did this come? House help are a category of professionals or workers who work in our personal space. How to maintain boundaries?
There are different ways of dealing with your house help. If you are asking how to deal with your house help. Some people choose to treat them as part of the family. So there is an informal attempt at creating a bond which will make the house help feel as if she or he belongs to the family, and therefore the kind of effort that goes into the work is more heartfelt. Some people choose to treat house help as paid servants. तो अपनी मर्यादा में रहो, अपनी हैसियत में रहो.
So contractual
it may not be stated, but it is there in the back of the mind that वो house help है, अपने मर्यादा में रहे. That is second school of thought. But there are other ways of looking at house help. Now you described a situation in the morning, the house help called and said, "I'm not coming," you are in panic, you are in annoyance. You have to reschedule your sequence of activities. Consider a situation where you have the affluence, you have the means, the wherewithal, and you can hire two house helps and divide their work. You handle this part of the work, you handle this part of the work. Now the same situation arises.
So other one feels
I'm not coming. So there is a other one who can be dumped up with this activity which is not being done by the one who is absent, and she is suitably compensated. I am again saying that you can afford it, you have the wherewithal, the means, then you can have this kind of an arrangement where each one acts as a substitute. Again, this is for your comfort, okay? You are not addressing the house help. You must always remember that any employee, no matter how well you treat an employee, they have their own personal agendas why they are working, wherever they are working, and you are a source that enables them to fulfill their ambition. It suits their times, it suits their work ethics, it suits their relationship, and therefore they are with you. The day anything goes wrong in one of the three, they are looking out for other avenues. And they don't have the kind of educational backup or social maturity to tolerate the 19-20. नहीं बनती है, दूसरी नौकरी मिल रही है, बहुत फ्लैट्स हैं, बहुत फैमिलीज हैं who are looking for house help. I don't want, and they will simply quit and say, आपके साथ काम नहीं कर सकते, हम जाते हैं. There are some who will bend backwards because you have been good to them, and they will go out of the way to give additional service to you beyond the call of duty and beyond the pay packet that is arranged between you and them. And they will do things for you out of love and affection for the treatment they have received. So these are all situational things, and this will vary from family to family. We don't have national rules governing these activities.
Okay. But don't you think communication with some empathy is a very important part dealing with house help specifically?
This is general for all human beings. There is communication and empathy required in every relationship, be it parent-child, be it spouse with a spouse, be it boss-employee, be it colleague-colleague, be it social interactions. You need communication.
Like suppose
and empathy.
That first example when the house help called to say she is not coming and my timetable went for a toss, I calmed myself down, and with empathy, on the following day, I inquire about her mother's health, I empathize with her. Don't you think that will add more trust and a long-term relationship with the house help?
Tell me something. In all these years that you have lived and with so many experiences with house helps, is this the first occasion that a house help suddenly phones and
No,
says,
I mean, it's just a situation.
Right. So it has happened before.
True.
Why are you not mentally and physically prepared for such a situation?
No, I think even if you are prepared, a lot of times our reactions are,
If you are prepared, then the reaction won't come. The point is, I am not prepared. Today I didn't expect that she will not come, so I am annoyed. But if you know that these house helps will take a day off suddenly without notice, or notice at the 11th hour, which will throw you out of gear.
True.
If you have had this experience, how have you prepared for it mentally? Physically, you still have to do the work that has to be done.
Yeah, true.
But mentally, if you are prepared, your reaction can be measured. Your reaction can be more civil. Your reaction can be, at least appear to be more compassionate. And then, in that moment of annoyance, you need not break a relationship which has worked well for you. Sometimes you give an angry reaction and that insults the house help, and the house help says, nahi kaam karne ka.
Actually, it hurts their self-respect.
Everybody, anybody who is talked down to will feel their esteem being trampled upon.
So how, that's again one more thing which we see, a lot of times in people treat house helps in such a manner that their self-respect is hurt very badly. But they take that in their stride because they have their own compulsions.
You will also see that such people buy your emotions. When I talk down to you or use rough language with you, here, take. So I have bought your allegiance.
By giving money or
by giving extra as compared to the local standard. उधर कितना मिलता है 10,000, ये ले मैं 15,000 देता है, लेकिन and that whatever follows that लेकिन you have to accept 15,000 दे रहा हूँ, दुनिया 10,000 दे रही है. So ये भी है, what you're saying is true.
Another situation which we see in dealing with house helps is, sometimes our goodness becomes our weakness.
100%. Because your hands are tied, I rush to work every morning, so I need my house help to come and manage my house. I pamper them to the point that they start becoming indisciplined. Instead of coming in time, they will come 15 minutes late. They see that 15 minutes late is tolerated. Nobody said anything. Then they come half an hour late. Then even that is tolerated. Then they start coming 1 hour late. Then instead of coming every day, they will take one off once a week. Even that is tolerated. You are not only pampering them, you are now spoiling them. So you must be civil with them, you must be decent in your behavior to them, yet you should know where to draw the line, and in whatever civil manner you can reprimand them, you reprimand them.
It's like
If it means cutting the salary for a day, do it once or twice just to pass the message, without being mean and nasty. Cutting the salary, vicarious pleasure, no, that's a no-no. But you have pardoned the misdemeanors couple of times. The third time it happens, you say, now this absence I am going to cut. I have tolerated two. Make it a point that you have noticed the 2 earlier absences and you still paid. Third one, I am not paying. So the message goes. And next time if you do this next month, all 3 I will cut. So there is a way of reprimanding without getting annoyed, angry. These are evils of employment. You see it even in employees in regular corporates. They will bunk, they will go for parties, they will write a sick leave. So what are these? These are all lies. But it is part and parcel of our society.
Yeah, basically because it comes in our personal space, we get a little more affected, I think.
Yes. So mentally, if you are ready for it, your mind has accepted it, then your reactions will be more tempered.
It's a very peculiar relationship. घर के हैं भी और नहीं भी. So you need to have a balance of love, compassion, communication and discipline.